What's going on, my good people? If y'all in Dallas, Texas, and you're looking for a place to get tattoos or piercings, come holler at us at Finesse Gang Inc., man. Follow us right now on all social media websites as Finesse Gang Inc. on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, X, formerly known as Twitter. Wherever you see us at, hit that follow button. We do black and gray tattoos as well as color tattoos. It don't matter if you're dark skin, light skin, white skin, whatever. If you want lines, tigers, birds, flowers, butterflies, portraits, cover-ups, we do it all, man. If you want your nose pierced, your ear pierced, your belly pierced, Christina's, dermals, surface piercings, whatever you want, man, we can do it. If you're 18 years or older, click the link on this video or wherever you see our link at. Go to our booking site, book your appointment right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year. Click the link wherever you see our link at. Go on our booking site and book y'all appointment right now. What y'all waiting on? Let's get it. What up, what up, man? Y'all are tuned in to No Lames TV. I am your host, Finesse Lucci. This is Season 2, Episode 22, Liberal Programming. A lot of people have been programmed to be liberal, and they don't even realize it. That's the sad part, especially in the black community. They don't even realize that they have been brainwashed into listening to white liberals, people who Malcolm X and Martin Luther King told us not to listen to, told us that they were the worst for us, and we've seen what this is, what it's gotten us. We're witnessing it firsthand with liberal sexual liberation, specifically feminism, and all this stuff does to the black community, the black women. This created baby mama culture. This created the YNs that we see, you know what I'm saying, nowadays terrorizing the neighborhood. You know, people still voting blue no matter who, living in these democratic hellholes, and they don't understand why they live in the way that they live in. They don't understand why they are stuck in the hood, stuck on welfare, stuck with student loan debt. Because majority of these people have been programmed to tie themselves to the federal government via welfare, child support, and the education system. And this is why Trump is dismantling the education system and a lot of these programs that were, you know, built to program people. I say, and this is the reason why they are mad, and this is the reason why liberals and Democratic politicians are fighting so hard for illegal immigration, because they know the people that's coming across the border, they're not educated on American history. They may know the laws at the time. You know, they pay attention to a lot of stuff that's going on over here in this country at the time, but they don't really know that they're being indoctrinated, because they're coming over here getting on the same programs that black women sold black men out for, like Section 8 and food stamps and you know, child support and stuff like that. Some of them are breaking their families up, but majority of them are still keeping their families together, and that's the surprising part. Because I hear a lot of black women saying that, you know, they were forced into being masculine. They were forced into being single mothers and you know, participate in baby mama, baby daddy culture. But it's other races of women who are going through the same exact things, breaking up their families. A lot of these women, their husbands and stuff went to war back in the day, and still to this day. Women are married to U.S. soldiers who are out the country majority of the time, living on base. a whole bunch of different circumstances. But they managed to not be masculine. They managed to not indoctrinate their children into voting blue no matter who. They managed not to end up in the hood on welfare. And I'm just wondering, how did y'all get like that? Black women? Because we've never been liberal. Black people as a whole in America, our American history, black American history, we have never been liberal people. Y'all didn't start getting indoctrinated like this until Malcolm X and Martin Luther King died. In the 50s and 60s. When Lyndon B. Johnson told y'all that he was going to have you N-words voting blue no matter who for the next 200 years. And it's looking like he's right. They don't want change. They don't want nothing different. They want to keep being sexually liberated. They want the right to terminate their children. Like, just listen to the things that these people are fighting for. And I'm not even necessarily just a 100% Republican. Like I said, I was indoctrinated as well. I used to be a liberal. I participated in baby mama, baby daddy culture. I was slanging that thing from Maine to Spain. But it comes a point in time in your life, man, where you have to grow up and realize some of the things that you were raised up on and taught, they wasn't right. Mama ain't always right. Daddy ain't always right. Nobody's perfect. But you can be the perfect person for you and your family. You can change. And that's what we're here to do, man. I'm not trying to persuade anybody into being Republican or conservative or anything like that. I really just want people to open their mind and open their eyes and really see things for themselves and not be indoctrinated and programmed into thinking that Democrats is just for black people, or Democrats or for the women. They're protecting women and women's rights and all this kind of stuff. They lying to y'all, man. The Republicans were the ones who freed the slaves, black people. Abraham Lincoln gave us our own neighborhoods. You know, we were better people when we were conservative as a whole, as a majority. But nowadays, man, the black community, the black family is in shambles. You know, black women are more single than ever. It's more baby mamas than ever. It's more single mothers than ever. And they're liberal because there's no man in the house to tell them that the things that they are doing is wrong. The way that they are thinking is the wrong way to think. But it's only so many that we can save. And like I said, I'm not trying to force anything on anybody. But what I am saying is people need to use their minds, man. We as black people, we participate in too much low IQ activity. We don't read enough. We're not up to date on the laws and the way that things work in this country, or even just the world in general. Because y'all keep listening to these people programming y'all, indoctrinating y'all. But I got some videos to show y'all, man. We got some people to bring to the forefront. Black women, white women, liberals. You know, we gotta talk. We gotta have a conversation, man. Let's head over here to Frontier Airlines and see what's going on.
Trouble at the terminal ends with 3 women in handcuffs, and tonight, Police say it all started over baggage fees moments before a Philadelphia-bound Frontier flight. Deputies say the trio forced their way onto the plane, and when law enforcement told them to get off the plane, they refused. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister is your reporter live at Miami International Airport where the outbursts happened. Anna?
Lauren, just imagine this. You just boarded your flight, you're waiting to take off, but then 3 people on your flight, they get into it with deputies and the flight staff, and then everyone is forced to the plane, including yourself. Well, that's what happened over the weekend when this Frontier flight was heading to Philadelphia, and these 3 women, they got into it with not only law enforcement, but the staff there. Check out the cell phone video of the moment that these 3 women had to deboard the plane in handcuffs. Check this out.
You look good. You're not gonna do nothing. Enjoy prison, baby.
This happened last night at MIA after 26-year-old Devonna Cochran, 21-year-old Deajana Cochran, and 30-year-old Nafisa Dockery refused to get off their Frontier flight. Now,
she twerking in the middle of being arrested. She flirting with white men that don't want her. He told her that the white man told her enjoy prison, baby. You know what I'm saying? Listen to her. They bring her out.
You look good. You're not gonna do nothing. Enjoy prison, baby.
She mad because the white man didn't want her. You talking about you look good. You talking about now enjoy prison, baby. You know what I'm saying? The white boys don't be going for that nonsense. And like I said, man, like this is the liberal indoctrination, man. This is what sexual liberation and feminism and all this kind of crap that liberals and democratic politicians push on black women. This is what it does to y'all. It makes y'all loud and ghetto and ratchet. And they laugh. They think this kind of stuff is funny. Y'all are entertainment to white liberals, white liberal women. They get y'all to do this kind of stuff to destroy yourselves and keep on fighting they fight against the white man.
this happened last night at MIA after 26-year-old Devonna Cochran, 21-year-old Deajana Cochran, and 30-year-old Nafisa Dockery refused to get off their Frontier flight. Now, according to the arrest reports, it all started after a Frontier worker told them they would have to pay for their baggage. Investigators say that they refused and then got into an argument with the employee. After the employee told them that they would not be allowed on the plane unless they paid for their baggage, they stormed onto the plane. Deputies were called, they went onto the plane, and they told the three of them that they had to get off.
So, these three stooges didn't want to listen to these people who work for this airline. Like, I don't understand why y'all have to make y'all own rules. It's like, I don't know. It's basically a liberal thing. Like, this is what white women do. You know what I'm saying? Towards the white man, they want to make their own rules and stuff like that. And this is what they push on black women. But black women, see, when black women get involved with it, they take it to another level. They take disrespect to authority, airports, restaurants, you know what I'm saying? Cops, president, don't matter who it is. They not listening to nobody. In the middle of being arrested, she twerking, flirting with people. Like, they ain't doing no tripping on going to jail. This is a regular thing because they know they going to get right back out. The white man going to let them right back out so they can keep on doing this.
The arrest report states that the deputies, they asked them multiple times, but they refused. Law enforcement was then forced to have the entire plane evacuate in order to arrest this trio. And during the struggle, deputies say that Dockery spit on a woman. And we showed Frontier passengers the video of the women being escorted off the plane. Here's the reaction.
It's really crazy. Like, it's disturbing, because why are you acting like this towards the workers? I mean, you know the rules and regulations. When you read the flight, they give you all the information, the rules. You know you're supposed to pay for baggage. Why act like this?
They went and found the sweetest black man that they can find to put in front of a camera. I hate when they do this. I hate these liberal networks like, bro, I'm telling y'all, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, all this kind of stuff, they will never show you a strong, free-thinking black man. They find the sweetest, sassiest man that they can find. And I'm not knocking this brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on what they target. Because they could have found another person. They could have found a better representation of a black man, but they always gonna find the sweet dudes like this man right here to to program the black women. Because this is what black women like. This is what they befriend. And this is why they act the fool the way that they act the fool. Because behind closed doors, this dude right here, I don't know him specifically, but people like him, they do the exact same thing that these black women are being arrested for.
Insane.
Look at
The
them.
group is charged with battery, trespassing after a warning, and resisting an officer. They're expected to appear in bond court tomorrow.
And they always got that distinct look. Crazy color hair all over their head. I'm surprised neither one of them got a nose ring. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of nose ring, the eyelashes, fingernails. And they got the attitude. The stereotype. Stereotypes are earned, man. You know what I'm saying? Stereotypes are earned, not given.
Did reach out to Frontier and MIA for their statements, and we're waiting to hear back. But for now, reporting live from MIA, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta stop listening to these liberals and these Democratic politicians, man. And I'm not saying that, Republicans and Trump or anybody else is 100% correct, because I don't listen to 100% of what they say either. But at the same time, the things that these people got y'all participating in, and the way that they got y'all thinking, it's you see what it's doing, man. Y'all end up in bad situations when y'all go against the grain like this. When y'all go against y'all man, go against the police. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going against illegal immigration, all this kind of stuff that does not benefit y'all at the end of the day. Especially black women fighting for DEI and all this kind of stuff, man. Y'all didn't even benefit from that. Y'all didn't even benefit from all this stuff that y'all out here fighting for. Y'all basically fighting for y'all replacement. And like I said, this is the reason why they want y'all to break up y'all families. Because a black man like myself will tell y'all, hey, no, that ain't right. You need to look at that a different way. Because that's what leaders do. But see, Democrat politicians and liberals, they teach y'all not to have a leader. All y'all want the traditional family and a man to be in a traditional role, but y'all want to keep on listening to these liberals that got y'all moving in modern ways. It's 2026. That's what they always say. It's 2026 now. We doing something different. We doing it different. But you wonder why you getting the results that you getting. You wonder why you end up in the situations you end up in. You wonder why you having kids by the dude that you having kids by. Wonder why you can't get ahead. Wonder why you still on welfare. Wonder why you still owe student loans. And you voting for Joe Biden so he can forgive them. Because you're not using your head. You're not following a man. You're not doing what you were designed to do. And this is why y'all keep on ending up in situations like this.
Authorities have now charged a second person in an apparent domestic dispute where the killer shot down another man execution style. According to arrest documents, the second person charged was the victim's former lover who ordered his killing. David Hamilton reports.
This picture of victim Anthony Wesley Jr. shows his love of family.
He was a great guy. Like I said, everyone loved him. It was nothing. It's not too much bad to say, because you know how you say, you pray for a certain type of man and you finally get it. That's what it was.
East Baton Rouge Sheriff investigators arrested Riddick Franklin for shooting Wesley in the back on March 29th at the Jefferson Lakes Apartments. Then documents say Franklin stood over Wesley and fired several more times. For Harris, she says she'll never forget witnessing that scene.
Well, it happened in front of mine, our apartment. So, I was shocked. I'm traumatized. I still see the image, everything.
Investigators now allege that the shooter, Franklin, was romantically involved with Hope Jackson, the mother of victim Wesley's children, who they've now charged with second-degree murder as well. Court records show Wesley and Jackson were in the middle of a custody dispute. As part of that dispute, court was scheduled for next month. According to
So, apparently, this man had moved on, got him a new family, because obviously this woman didn't want to be with him. And this is the liberal indoctrination that I'm talking about. Cute girl. They always be cute. Some of them be cute. You know what I'm saying? The young ones, they be cute, but they be messed up in the head because they are programmed to destroy. She destroyed the man that she had kids with, and then she destroyed the new boyfriend because she convinced the new boyfriend to go do something to her ex-man that she had kids with. This is the father of her children. And she sent her new boyfriend over here to murder this man who had a new family, who was doing the right thing, was trying to do the right thing, cleaning his act up. And this is the difference between black men and black women. Black women don't want to change. Once they've been indoctrinated, once they've been programmed, they don't want to change. And they get mad at the man who changes and moves on. This is the baby mama, baby daddy culture. I'm telling y'all, man, this is the worst for it. This is the stuff that Malcolm X was talking about.
the affidavit now charging Jackson with second-degree murder, Jackson told Franklin multiple times she wanted Wesley killed because of a dispute involving child support. The affidavit alleges Jackson told Franklin, quote, "I want him OV." Authorities say OV is street slang for eliminating or killing someone.
It's shocking because, these are your kids' father. And why would you want to put your kids through that?
Harris mourns not.
Yeah, that's crazy, man, that you would take your kid's father out. You went and find the bummiest bum you can find. Look at this dude. Like I told y'all, stereotypes are earned, not given. Hair all over his head, looking all crazy. And he be the type of dudes go into an interview doing, "They won't hire me." Look how you look, dude. Look how you carry yourself. And look how easily manipulated you are. Wow, cute face. This probably was one of the prettiest women he ever been with in his life. That encouraged him to go do some BS.
Eliminating or killing someone.
It's shocking because, these are your kids' father. And why would you want to put your kids through that?
Harris mourns not only Wesley's death, but that this dispute escalated to such violence.
Hope and Anthony could have talked it over and maybe, came to a conclusion or whatever it was that they had going on with the kids. Like, it didn't have to come to this. He didn't have to lose his life.
In addition to second-degree murder, the accused gunman Franklin faces charges of illegal use of a firearm, possession of a firearm, and obstruction of justice. Hope Jackson was booked in jail facing second-degree murder charges.
See, this is what liberal indoctrination also does to black women specifically. It has y'all hating your kids' fathers. It has you trying to destroy each other. Y'all don't even realize that you made a family with a person. Once you had kids by a man, that ain't just your baby daddy. That's really your husband. That's really the person that you're supposed to be with. But see, this liberal sexual liberation and feminism and all this kind of stuff got y'all thinking the wrong way, unnaturally. Y'all don't even look at the man that you had kids by as family. That's your child's father. That's the other side of your child's family. All his people, that's the other side of your child's family. That y'all be feeling like don't even matter. But then turn around and want some child support. Want somebody to send you some money after you talk crap about them, beef with them. Some of y'all stabbing and shooting and all kind of stuff. Trying to take each other out. The person you had kids with, the person you laid down with and carried the baby for 9 months. You carried this man's seed for 9 months. And now you want to take him out? You don't want your child to have a father? Some of y'all be looking at the dude like he dead and he's still alive. Keeping the child from the kids. Knowing them kids need their father. Regardless to how y'all feel about these men, man, these kids need their father. You're not always right. You don't have all the answers. And y'all need to keep these white folks out of y'all business. Come to some kind of conclusion together, you know what I'm saying, and talk to each other like y'all got some sense. Respect each other. You ain't got to be disrespectful just because you don't want a domestic relationship with a person. Y'all don't got to beef. You don't got to look at that person as the enemy. That's really should be your friend. You should be trying to be that person's friend, especially if you want them to do something. You want them to help you with this kid. A lot of y'all don't be thinking, man. Y'all don't be thinking, and y'all just be out here just doing stuff, and you end up in situations like this.
So my light's off because I decided to buy groceries instead of paying my light bill. And now I got food and I can't even fucking cook. And I hope it don't go fucking bad. I just thought I was gonna have a little bit more time. That's all. But yeah. I finally mustered up the guts to take out child support after a year with no fucking help. I know that shit gonna take a little minute though. I thought I was gonna get a little bit of a tax refund, but a motherfucker found one of the kids, so my shit got rejected. Now I'm under the review with the IRS, and I had my kids the whole fucking time. Like, oh fuck. I do feel like everything's gonna be okay though. I don't know how and when. I feel like it's gonna be okay. Now I'm just sitting here outside waiting on my baby girl to get off the bus. And then I'm gonna wait on my son to get off the bus and my daughter. How old is this? So happy fucking Monday.
Kids.
Happy Monday.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Y'all be having multiple kids. I don't know how many baby daddies she got, but they got multiple kids. And even if it's just by one man, you got 3 kids. I think she said she was waiting on her daughter and then she was waiting on her son to get off the bus with another daughter, I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong. So she got 2 or 3 kids. But it sounds like one man, because she only said one man she was trying to put on child support, I guess, or whatever. And she trying to pay the light bill. The lights got turned off in this single mother household. And this is how these kids gotta be raised. This is how these kids are coming up. And y'all wondering why these kids be terrorized in the neighborhood. Because they being raised by people like this. They gotta go outside and act the fool and do some crazy mess because they gotta help mama pay the bills. This is how a lot of criminals are born. This is how a lot of strippers are born. This is how the OnlyFans girls are born. This is how the YNs are born. The stealers, the killers, the drug dealers. It's how they fill up the prison system. Then they at war with the father for some money. They at war with the man that should be in the household to help with the children. But they don't want him in the household because they still want to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it.
I just want to know, where is it written that once the relationship don't work out no more and y'all got kids, the kids got to automatically go with the mama? Like, why they can't go with the daddy? Is he not a parent too? Like, why is the kids always designated to go with the mom? Like what's wrong with them going with the daddy? Like, why do it always have to be like the daddy get them on the weekends? Or hell, he don't got to get them at all. He don't even have no regard for the kids. It's all on the mama. Like, where the hell is that written? Because whoever wrote that, they need to be smacked immediately, because this shit don't make no sense. I don't judge no woman that gives her kids solely to the father, because I feel like that needs to be normalized a little bit more, because why does it have to all be on the woman?
Why can't y'all keep y'all families together? Why can't y'all get married before y'all carry? Why can't y'all vet each other better and love the person that you had kids with? Love and respect that person regardless to the money, regardless to all the foolishness that y'all be thinking about and talking about online, and girl, he need to do this, and girl, he need to do that. You need to keep your family together. Because y'all be wanting men to operate as if they're still in the household. You take him out of the home, and then you want him to think about the same home that you took him out of. You want him to be mindful of what you got going on and what you going through. And now y'all just saying, well, shit, y'all tapping out now. They tapping out. They saying these men can come get these kids. I just did a video recently of a woman who gave the kids to the father, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of these kids need to go with their father. Y'all out here getting your lights turned off. Y'all in debt. Living in these raggedy apartments. Having kids by multiple men. And then talking about somebody need to send you a check. I keep telling y'all, man, child support is like having a car, paying a car note, and you never drive it. She get to drive the car for 2 weeks, and you get to drive the car every other weekend. That's what child support is. Y'all ladies breaking up y'all families, man. Listening to these white liberals, like I said. Listening to these folks tell y'all that, you know what I'm saying, women empowerment, women movement, feminist this and liberal that. And y'all wonder why y'all end up in the situations y'all in. Y'all wonder why y'all don't have no help with y'all kids. Nobody respects what y'all got going on these days. Nobody respects that. Nobody respects women having multiple kids by multiple different men. Out here slanging that thing from Maine to Spain. Nobody has ever respected 304s. Y'all trying to change the narrative so bad. And that's what it is. Every woman ain't no 304. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. You operating just like those women. If it look like a duck and it quack like a duck, it's a duck. You can't tell me it's a damn caterpillar when it look like a duck. It's quacking like a damn duck. And that's what y'all are. Some ducks. And that's who Democrats target. Bird brains. Misinformed, miseducated. But they'll tell y'all that y'all the most educated women in America. Lie to y'all. Constantly lie to y'all when y'all the most in debt. Y'all the most enrolled. Black women. But y'all gonna keep listening to the older women. This the older generation. that did the same thing y'all doing. Keep listening to y'all mamas, expecting different results.
Okay, let me express to y'all how fucked up my day was yesterday. Now, here I am trying to sell baskets. Mind you, I got 3 kids, okay? I got 2 baby daddies that don't get their kids, period. The worst
Period.
day I had trying to sell baskets with kids, it just ain't gonna happen. So let me tell y'all my little story. So I'm getting so frustrated because my kids are not listening, okay? So then I'm like, dude, I'm on the side of where they daddy live. So I'm like, let me call a daddy. Let me tell you the fucked up. Bro, this man says to me, oh, you can't just call me and say, you're going to drop the kids off. You can't do that. Basically, he's telling me I need to make an appointment to drop his fucking kids off. Then the man says to me, yeah, if you just pop up or go to my house, I got pet bulls. My pet bull is going to get you, and you let out the kids, they going to get them.
This is what happened when you have kids by a man that didn't want to be with you. He clearly did not want to be with you. She said she got 3 kids by 2 different men or something like that. I know she said she got two baby daddies, and ain't neither one of them ish. And it amazes me when y'all say stuff like that because you figure the man that you let bust up in you, he's supposed to be the one that ain't ish, but you the one who jumped in the dumpster to mess with the trash. You don't get exempt from this situation. You participated. You was a willing participant in this. You carried these men babies for 9 months. And she lives in a time where before all this Roe v. Wade and all this kind of, she had a choice. She was Miss My Body, My Choice. You know what I'm saying? They was getting rid of them. But she chose to keep hers after she was out here slanging that thing from Maine to Spain. And this is what the young girls have to look up to.
I'm telling y'all, I made a dumb mistake by fucking with young people. Let me just say that. Young men. People. Young guys. Google. Here it is. And then I got my other baby daddy. He chose to say fuck his daughter because he chose to put a motorcycle club first. Because, my bad, he's a vice president. They made this sleazeball a vice president. Okay? So he feels that because he's in a motorcycle club and now he's priority, he's vice president, he got to run around like a fucking kid. And I say this to say this, that I don't give a fuck what you in. I don't care. Your kids should fucking come first, regardless of the fact what you in, a gang or a motorcycle, whatever you got going on, bro. Your kids should fucking come first.
You know when the kids would come first? Is if he was your husband and y'all were actually a family and he was actually in the household with those children. Y'all don't understand that that's a different dynamic. A man in the house with his children every day, waking up with them, talking to them, interacting with them. That's how you build that bond. These weekend daddies and stuff, y'all trying to normalize this baby daddy, baby mama, come get your kids on the weekend, every other weekend and all that kind of crap. That's why these kids, that's why these men don't care. That's why they don't think about y'all. They're not in the house with those kids. They out slanging that thing from Maine to Spain, probably having more babies. That's just what men do. You let him roam the streets, he gonna go make another family.
2 sleazeballs, none of them. I gotta make an appointment for you to get your kid. This dude, all of his time is doing a motorcycle. That's his life. And he like, well, fuck my daughter because I choose to be in a motorcycle. I choose to take off work to go to a motorcycle event for a couple of days. Fuck the money, because the motorcycle shit is important. Fuck my job. I'm going to take off work just to go sit over here and drink and smoke.
If that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. He's a grown man. I don't know why y'all think y'all can tell men what to do, especially when you're not even with him. That's not your man. He can do whatever he want to do. You break up your family, I'm sorry. Men can do whatever they want to do after that.
Now, this is the dumb shit that I got my dumb ass in with people that have no priorities. None. None. But the man want to say, oh, you put me on the internet, you try to make me out to be, I can't make you out to be nothing that you are, sir. You put your own self on the internet. You call women bitches and stuff like that on your page. And then I look at his page. Just the cold part about it is some women try to follow me that's following him. Obvious, they like it. So they see how he's on the internet on his own page disrespecting women. Disrespecting women. And they're laughing, thinking it's funny. But I'm the wrong person when I put him on my page because of how he's talking to me, how he's disrespecting me. I tell you.
Y'all be wanting people to respect y'all and y'all don't even respect yourselves. Because if you respected yourself, you wouldn't even be in this situation. If you wasn't out here being a cougar, slanging that thing from Maine to Spain, messing with these young dudes, because that's what she said in the beginning. She regrets messing with young dudes, so she knew that these men were younger than her. They wasn't interested in her like that, obviously. But not in committed relationships. She never said anything about being married to him. But she feels like these men should have obligation to what's going on in her life.
People are so fucked up. It's pathetic. Now, every day I'm out here trying to get it and do whatever I need to do. I got 3 kids.
3 kids. So like I said,
3
she got
kids,
3
no
kids,
babysitter.
two baby daddies.
None of the daddies can't get them. The other baby daddy, I got to make an appointment to drop his kids off. This man, oh, I can't get my kid. I work hard and I got to go to my motorcycle events. The fucked up shit is the life I chose. And I chose to be with somebody.
Then do I hear dogs in the background too? So she got 3 kids, dogs. I'm telling y'all, man, this is the liberal indoctrination. This is the liberal programming right here on full display. This is one of them old women who vote blue no matter who.
That was very disrespectful to me, that cheated on me. He left me because he wanted to be for the streets.
He been doing that.
I didn't do nothing wrong to this dude. He left because he's a cheater. This is what this man does. And he go to women after women and tell these lies. I wish it was a woman on here that sees this video and inbox me. I know in my heart that this man has done this to you. I know.
Trauma bond.
But I just feel so bad because I'm like, damn, I don't have no fucking help. But you know what? He won't watch his kid, but he damn sure want a piece of ass.
Oh man. Oh man, it'd be funny, man. Like, I don't have no problem with liberals now. Like, I'm learning to live with y'all. I'm learning to accept that women are gonna be who they are. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican, whatever. You know what I'm saying? However you choose to live your life and what you believe in is that's your prerogative. But at the same time, man, y'all gotta understand that the things that y'all are being involved in and believing in come with consequences. When you believe in baby mama, baby daddy culture and stuff like that, y'all be trying to believe that y'all this great woman and you didn't do nothing wrong. You did do something wrong. You was slanging that thing from Maine to Spain, having kids out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 baby daddies and 3 kids. Y'all be having kids by multiple men doing the wrong things and then talking about how you a good woman. Good women don't do that. Good women don't participate in that. Like all y'all like to talk about real man with a real man. Real women don't participate in that. Real women don't let random men, multiple men, bust up in them and have kids by them. They don't think that kind of thing is okay. That is y'all liberal, sexually liberated, feminist, brainwashed women. That's what y'all get involved in. Y'all gotta start paying attention to what y'all doing out here, man. Seriously. Because y'all be raising these kids and then y'all be wondering why these kids grow up and they be talking about they going no contact with their mother.
Say, a lot of people gotta understand, just because that's your parent don't mean that they have the right to disrespect you. You got feelings too. At the end of the day, what they got going on in their life shouldn't affect you. But what most parents do, they unload their trauma on you because they don't know how to process and regulate their emotions. They go through the day, in, out, in their head, in their thoughts. And if you don't do nothing to appease them, they gonna look at you as the enemy. A lot of times, y'all gotta understand, your parents is against you because they're against themselves. You can't expect unconditional love from somebody who you expect to love you the most if they don't honestly love themselves. A lot of parents don't love themselves because they're operating out of trauma. They operate out of survival mode. They operate in their head and their thoughts throughout the day. So a lot of times you have to understand, your mama, y'all don't have the greatest relationship and she always trauma dumping on you because she's always in her head. That's not okay. You have the right to demand your respect. You have the right to go no contact with your parents if they don't respect your presence. If they don't respect your presence, give them your absence. Simple as that. Don't be sitting around here, oh, that's my mama. Well, you know, that's how she always been. No. And that's why you always been suffering. It's okay to go no contact with your family that choose to disrespect you. You're valuable enough to know that your presence is worth something. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving people discounts on your presence. You know what I mean?
He's 100% correct, man. Like, it doesn't matter who it is, mama, daddy, grandpa, grandma, whoever, man. If they don't respect you as a person, as a human being, don't be around them, man. You don't have to wait. Once you get of age, you don't have to subject yourself to bad parenting, to bad people. People who don't have your best interests at heart. And sometimes it be your parents. Your mother is not always right. That's why I keep on trying to tell black folks, man. I know a lot of us, we were raised by mama. And, you know, because daddy wasn't nowhere around to tell mama she was wrong as hell. You know what I'm saying? Y'all grow up and y'all think that mama is always right. And mama be wrong as hell, sending y'all down a slippery slope, continuing the same generational curses. Seriously, man. And then y'all be passing this stuff down to y'all kids. And this is why we got so much gentle parenting going on. This is why we got so much single mother and baby mama, baby daddy culture and all this whole kind of foolishness. Y'all worshiping the worst kind of people in society. Following these women, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Big Lotto, and all these women who baby mamas and talking about if your baby daddy, sexy red, and all these crazy liberal women. And then y'all be living like this. This how y'all this how the girls are growing up in the black community.
That's why I was looking in the room, bitch. Dirty like that. Get out.
This is what she just threw.
Out.
She just threw all of my stuff right here.
You already look like that in the room, you dirty bitch. You dirty. Get out.
She just threw all of my stuff. The fuck out. She just threw all of my things. Over balcony. She just threw all of my things. Outside. Because I said something isn't logical.
Man.
She just did all of this because I said something isn't logical. And then she called me a bitch.
Next is going over the balcony.
And started arguing with me.
Next is going over the balcony.
She did all of this.
Next is going over the balcony. Next is going over the balcony, bitch. So hurry up. Hurry the fuck up.
No shame.
Bye.
She ain't got no shame.
And they just sat here and let her do it.
Yep.
Look at the
what can they do? You gotta get
stun
out.
husband. He's sitting there playing the
in
game.
there again, you about to drag your ass out. So hurry up. So hurry the fuck up. She ain't look at it, just knock her ass out.
This is what you gotta go through. This is what you gotta go through growing up in these single mother households. Now, are all single mothers like this? Of course not. Of course not. We don't have to say, not all women like that, but majority of y'all don't understand what these kids are going through living with y'all. Look at this woman. She got 3 kids. No man. 3 kids, no man, house dirty as hell. They living in an apartment. 3 grown kids. One boy sitting there at a desk playing the game. The other one just sitting there, straight up mama's boy, sitting in the corner with his arms folded, watching mama do this to their sister. I put them dudes out. I put the men out before I put my daughter out. The women are the ones who need to be protected the most. And y'all always talking about black women unprotected. You unprotected because of your mother. That's the reason why you don't have no protection in your household. This is the reason why y'all don't have no structure, no discipline. Because people like this are having kids that don't want to listen to nobody. All the little girl said, she said that's not logical. And this is what liberals do. The minute you disagree with them, it's World War II. With kids, the men, police, president, whoever, if you don't agree with them, it's war. Tell y'all, man, they messing these kids up. And they messing the women up too. Like I said, these are the ones who are raising the children. These single mothers are the ones who are raising the children. These attitudes and stuff that these children are displaying, they get it from home. It starts at home. And like I said, these liberal white women, they don't know what's going on in these households. They think it's funny when y'all out twerking and stuff like that. That's why they had Megan Thee Stallion at the DNC. Because although white women as a whole wouldn't participate in that, it's entertaining to them. Watching y'all girls be out here disrespectful, loud, and ratchet is entertainment for liberal white women. Watching y'all boys out here committing crimes, getting locked up, doing crazy stuff is entertainment to white liberal women. Telling y'all, man, y'all gotta stop listening to these people. Y'all gotta stop listening to these people. Send y'all down the slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all been doing for the last 50 to 60 years. Listening to women like this.
Not enough people know about the fact that white boys in the NICU are called wimpy white boys. And the reason why is because they have a lower survival rate than their female and minority counterparts. And I think that really translates into the world today, because what we're seeing, the reason we're in the situation we're in with Christian nationalism and the manosphere and red pill is because white boys got beat at all their games. They literally, and I'm not saying it was my husband or his father, I'm saying the system was set up to benefit white men, and minorities and women started to fight for our rights, and people agreed we were a product of society. We should be helping society. We should be furthering, and women went into the workforce. Guess what white boys didn't do? They didn't come home and learn the other skills. So we surpass them. We dominate when it comes to academics. We dominate when it comes to college educations. Black women have the most advanced degrees percentage-wise in our nation.
She just basically admitted to using black women to get power over white men. She literally just admitted to using black women to get power over white men. I'm going to run it back one more time for y'all because some of y'all might have missed it.
Know about the fact that white boys in the NICU are called wimpy white boys, and the reason why is because they have a lower survival rate than their female and minority counterparts. And I think that really translates into the world today, because what we're seeing, the reason we're in the situation we're in with Christian nationalism and the manosphere and red pill is because white boys got beat at all their games. They literally, and I'm not saying it was my husband or his father, I'm saying the system was set up to benefit white men, and minorities and women started to fight for our rights, and people agreed.
Minorities and women start to fight for our rights. I keep telling y'all that they have used y'all, black women. They have used y'all to overthrow the power in their household, which is why your household is in shambles, which is why majority of y'all are growing up without fathers in the household. By listening to women like this. I don't blame my husband and his father. See, she got a husband. They keep their families together. Regardless of how much BS they try to program y'all and teach y'all, they don't do what y'all are doing. This is the same thing that the rappers do. The female rappers. They telling y'all F nigga free and all this old type of stuff. But behind closed doors, they got boyfriends. They got husbands. Just like Beyonce. All the single ladies going home to her husband. This is what Malcolm X was talking about when he said that they use celebrities as puppets to program you.
We were a product of society. We should be helping society. We should be furthering, and women went into the workforce. Guess what white boys didn't do? They didn't come home and learn the other skills. So we surpass them. We dominate when it comes to academics. We dominate when it comes to college educations. Black women have the most advanced degrees percentage-wise in our nation. Minorities have taken over the jobs that those white boys would have been handed years ago. I was told by two men in my life, two men that I would have considered people I would have not thought to have said this, looked at me and said they didn't get the job because a DEI hire happened. A woman got the job. Boys, no, you didn't lose the job to a woman because of her female parts. You lost because of her brain. You
lost because they lower the bar for women. That's what liberals do. That's what liberals and Democratic politicians do. They lower the bar for women, and they make it seem like that women are better than men. They make y'all believe that women are somehow superior to men in some way, shape, form, or fashion, which is why majority of y'all don't want to listen to a man. And when they get y'all not to listen to men, they get y'all to vote blue no matter who. They get y'all to participate in feminism and sexual liberation. Because at the end of the day, your biology, you want companionship. Like I said, this woman still has a husband. They still keep their families together, even though they get online and get in front of these cameras and spew this nonsense to get you to hate your man.
Lost because she's more organized. You lost because you don't know how to talk to people the way a woman does. You lost because you don't have the ability to prioritize and multitask the way women can. Women beat men at their own game. Minorities beat white people at their game. And this is what happens. The one group that is the most butthurt about having to work harder are white men. That's why you're not getting the job. You're not willing to put in the effort that the rest of us are. So sit down and let us take the wheel.
It's a war on white men, conservative white men, free thinking white men with a family like Charlie Kirk. This is why they celebrate it when men like him die. Because they don't want y'all out here being a family. They don't want y'all together. Because as long as they know they can keep y'all divided, they can conquer. That's what it is. Divide and conquer. Long as they can get us attacking each other, and I'm speaking across the board. This is black, white, Mexican, whoever. Men, women. Long as we at each other's neck, they can control us. See, that's the thing. Republicans are not trying to control y'all. Trump is not trying to control y'all. They're giving y'all freedom. That's why the Republicans freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican and gave us true freedom. Even though we still enslaved by other things. You know what I'm saying? But that's another topic for another time. But for the most part, Republicans gave us freedom. Democrats brought y'all back to the plantation via Section 8 and food stamps, child support, and all these programs they put into to make y'all seem like y'all don't need a man. But at the end of the day, you still need a man. You need a man to pay his child support. Without the man, without him going to work, you don't get no child support. Which is why you should have kept him in the household in the first place, because then all of his money would come back to the house. Not just some of it. You have somebody there to help you with your kids all the time. Not just every other weekend. But like I said, this is divide and conquer. This is what they want y'all to believe in. And this is how they want y'all to think.
There are just no good women left. Oh, none of these women want to be a traditional woman anymore. There's no good women left. What they mean is there are no dumb women. And they are right, because what is it? 52% of women that are aged 20 to 39 are now childless, which means that we are waking up from the patriarchy, and they don't like that shit. Because what do they mean when they say, oh, a good woman? A good woman is a woman that cooks and cleans and lets that man do whatever he wants, and she's seen and not heard. And if he cheats, she forgives him. And even if she has more than him, she has a car and her own place, and she doesn't have any kids and all of that, she's still going to let a man come into her life and rule her simply because he has a penis. If a woman is paying all the bills on her own, she doesn't have no roommate, or even if she does have a roommate and she knows what bills feels like, why would she let you come into her space and take over? Of course, these men think that there are no good women left, because what woman is willing to do that who actually loves herself? Sometimes I really am so sad, because now that I'm in my 30s, I look back at the woman that I was when I was in my 20s, and damn, that girl was stupid as fuck. I was dumb because I was performing womanhood. I was performing what it's like to be a domesticated woman, but I wasn't that. I just didn't know. I didn't realize that part of the patriarchy was programming, but I don't think other people realize. I think the women that are still like, I want to find my true love, I don't think that those women understand that their programming, your programming as a woman, is different than the programming of a man.
Yes, it definitely is. The programming of being sexually liberated is quite different from programming and being with a man. Because these are the women who got y'all out here struggling, crying because your lights getting cut off and all this kind of stuff. You crying because you don't have a babysitter, because you keep listening to women like this who have been programmed by white liberals. This is what liberal indoctrination does to black women. It's the patriarchy. It's the patriarchy. The patriarchy is your problem. I seen a video where they asked a whole bunch of women would they live with a whole bunch of women. Like, you know what I'm saying? No men. Would they live in a place where there's just all women? And almost all of them said yes, except for one. I think it was probably like 20 or 30 women to one who had sense and said that no, they would not live in an all-woman society. Because this is self-destruction right here. She's in her 30s, unmarried, lonely as hell, miserable, indoctrinated, probably blaming Trump for her circumstances. Blaming everything on men. She hates men.
Our programming as a woman is choose the guy even if he's ugly, even if he has nothing to offer you, even if he doesn't have a house or a car or nothing that can help you in your life. Choose him because he's a good guy. And if you guys have problems or he cheats, well, he's a good guy at the end of the day. Forgive him. Life is about forgiveness. He's ugly, that's okay. Quasimodo. He's immature, that's okay. Everybody loves Raymond. He's stupid as fuck, that's okay. Peter Griffin, Family Guy. That's not the programming of men. Men are taught to prioritize themselves at all times. If it is
This is what I'm talking about. These women don't live in reality. She's sitting here comparing all these men to cartoons. Cartoons. Do y'all not understand that these people do not live in reality? They do not understand how the world works. They do not understand men. That's why a majority of them can't keep one. They keep on getting cheated on and all this old kind of stuff. That's what she did. This is basically trauma dumping. That's what she's doing. They just want, these men just want you to sit around and they just want you to let them cheat and let them do whatever they want to do while you just sit back and do whatever you want to do, because she dealt with the worst kind of dudes. They deal with the worst kind of men that you could think of, and then this is how most liberals are born. They raised without strong men in the household, then they get out here and they deal with these knuckleheads, and now they hate men, and now they've been sexually liberated, and now they voting blue no matter who.
not serving you, leave. If you're not happy, leave. And if you don't want to hurt the feelings of the girl you're with as a guy, cheat. What you don't know won't hurt her. And it's not until you come to terms with that programming and the true nature of men that you will never be free. You will never be free as a woman if you don't exit the patriarchy. The patriarchy does not demand high standards from men. They demand high standards from women. That man can be a fucking bum and he can move into a beautiful woman's apartment. Imagine everything pink, everything warm, everything cute, and you have a bum off the streets who, and when I say bum, I mean the ones that are dripping dirt. I mean the one that their face has changed color because they've been on the streets for so long. Imagine that sort of bum coming into a woman's house that's clean, and then that bum is coming into your house and he's like, you know, I'm a bum, right? You know,
Dog, my head is starting to hurt, man. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'm trying to let her rock out and get her point across, but I'm kind of trying to understand where she's coming from a little bit, but all I hear is hurt. This is hurt. And now I'm starting to understand why they tell men who hurt you. When men start talking about women, now I'm understanding why they say who hurt you, because they are the ones who are truly hurt at the end of the day. This is all pain. This is all trauma dumping. Trauma bonding. She's trauma bonding with TikTok.
I don't pay bills and I don't have anything to offer you, and I'm really just gonna sit here and extract as much as I can because I'm not shit. And that woman has been programmed to think, don't say that. Everybody has feelings, including you. It's about love. I don't care that you don't have anything. I love you. That man is gonna be looking at you like, okay, so what you want from me? A ring? Like, I don't have resources, and your main priority is a ring for social status. Oh, of course I think you're stupid. Of course I think you're stupid. Well, not me, men. Of course men think that. Like, you remember that clip with Selena Gomez? She was talking to those like.
So wait, you don't think they're stupid, but you're attacking them for wanting marriage. And men are the stupid ones for not getting married? Okay. Okay, I don't know how much I'm gonna let her get a little more off, but I don't know if I can finish this one.
School children in that country. I don't remember where. And these school children are 16, and they're saying like, yeah, like we're trying to avoid childhood marriage with grown men. We really want to get educated. We really want to go to school. Like, this is our priority, and we really want to like do something with our lives. And Selena Gomez was like, what about love? And those girls looked at her and laughed. 'Cause what are you talking about? Love? What? Love for women is about, oh, you make me feel so good, and I feel like I'm myself with you, and it's about, companionship. Love for men and marriage, men are trying to extract as much as they can. They're trying to get
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I said, man, these liberal women who've been indoctrinated and programmed, they hate men, they don't believe in family, they don't believe in God. The things that they are participating in are demonic. This is why a majority of these women are single mothers, baby mamas, cat women, they're socially awkward. They can't, interact with people unless they agree with them. They can't have logical conversations. They're beefing with their partners. They're beefing with their children. And this is what society has come to by letting these people get in power. This is truly what society has come to by voting blue no matter who, living in these democratic hellholes. Y'all children are growing up being programmed into hating each other. Relationships are damn near extinct. It's very rare that your children are going to get into a productive, healthy relationship. All because they've been indoctrinated, programmed into participating in the baby mama, baby daddy culture, hookup culture, not vetting each other effectively, not getting to know each other. I seen a video, recently did a video of a woman who said that she don't even want to be questioned. When she goes on a date, she don't want a man to question her at all. Just want to go on a date and eat and look at each other, and I guess that's it. I don't know. But majority of these things that these people participate in, the way that they say things, the mind frame that they have, nobody understands it but them. I said, man, we can't save everybody, but we can save a life or two. Somebody gonna listen. Somebody gonna understand. Somebody gonna see where we coming from at the end of the day. But y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I'm gonna keep reporting on it. Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know how y'all feel about this topic. Here's the link in the description. Want tattoos and piercings? You in Dallas, Texas? Holla at your boy. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't be a lame like these women out here being sexually liberated, slanging that thing from Maine to Spain, having all these fathers home-raised kids, begging for child support, living off the government, bringing the property value down everywhere they go, man. It is insane. What's going on, my good people? If y'all in Dallas, Texas, and you're looking for a place to get tattoos or piercings, come holler at us at Finesse Gang Inc., man. Follow us right now on all social media websites as Finesse Gang Inc. on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, X, formerly known as Twitter. Wherever you see us at, hit that follow button. We do black and gray tattoos as well as color tattoos. It don't matter if you're dark skin, light skin, white skin, whatever. If you want lions, tigers, birds, flowers, butterflies, portraits, cover-ups, we do it all, man. If you want your nose pierced, your ear pierced, your belly pierced, Christina's, dermals, surface piercings, whatever you want, man, we can do it. If you're 18 years or older, click the link on this video or wherever you see our link at. Go to our booking site, book your appointment right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year. Click the link wherever you see our link at. Go on our booking site and book y'all appointment right now. What y'all waiting on? Let's get it.